Hi, this is Beth Kruger of Wanderful Vintage. Thanks for following along on my YouTube channel. Today I am going to visit a couple of Montreal thrift stores, so join me and see what we find up here in Montreal, Canada. I wanted to show you just the little approach to Montreal. Here is the city. It's pretty flat drive from my house, about an hour and 45 minutes. And then voila, here is Montreal. We will get right into the shops. So we decided to hit Les Petits Frères, which is a little thrift shop that's organized by, I think it's like a ministry, priest ministry. I'm not exactly sure what section of the Brotherhood they are, but they have a lot of this particular store had a lot of cool crucifixes and religious jewelry. And then I also wanted to show you some of the costume jewelry. So the prices here ranged anything from like $2 to $5 to $7 Canadian dollars. Some pieces were like 15 and up. A lot of the pieces in the case in that last just little clip, those were like a little bit more expensive, but these on the wall were all marked like $1 or $2. I can't believe I missed that hat. Like, I love a hat, and I didn't even try it on. I didn't even see it. It made it into my video, but I didn't even look at it. Must have been the heat. It was like a warm day. This shop has an upstairs. So I went from like the jewelry area right upstairs into like their housewares area. And this, it seemed like saw a lot of stuff that I liked, but it kind of seemed a little bit like slim, like maybe thinner. I did go on a Saturday, so maybe that's why. But you can see, I wanted to show you some of these pictures. This was like embroidered or some sort of like fabric that was framed. So pretty. The prices were a little high. Like these were like $40 Canadian, which is still like a deal in US dollars, but it was like they were a little pricey. I really just wanted to show you. Again, that is like fabric or embroidered or something. Isn't that amazing? At least the first three were. So they had a lot of really pretty artwork. They had a really interesting melange of things. And, you know, in Canada, especially like in Montreal, it's like everything, there's like so much, so many different eras kind of like all together in this store. Like really cool lamps. I kind of liked that little box. I think that was like $7. It was wood. This little plate was really cute. See how the shelves kind of seem a little empty, you know, like I feel like maybe there could have been like more in the shop, but maybe this particular shop being right in downtown gets like hit a lot, and so it's pretty picked over. I'm not sure, but it was a great, for me, I felt like it was a great find because I had never experienced this shop before, and I got to really see kind of like, oh, what is it that they have here and what are the prices? And the prices were pretty good. Maybe not if you live there and you're like trying to shop all the time for resale. Like maybe at home I wouldn't pay these prices. I don't know, but there's something about like when you're out traveling, I don't know, it's for me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll spend a little bit more. I thought this piece was really cool. Some interesting houseware items. I didn't pick up a lot for the kitchen, but you can see like glasses still in their boxes. And a really interesting mix of glassware. Like those were really cool. I liked this cake plate, $3. Really cute. I like the metallic accents. This was so pretty. I think it was a little out of my price range. That's why I didn't pick it up. They had two. They were $14 each, I think. And I don't I don't know if I could resell that, but I really liked the way they looked. I thought they were super pretty. China, more China, very 70s vibe in the brown, and then kind of like your more classic pieces. Nothing so fabulous that I found. I did like this. There wasn't a ton of it, but I'm not picking up China. I love these little blue and white figurines. They were so cute. Some interesting metal pieces. These little bells were really cool. And again, like $3 each. I don't know. I mean, do you sell bells? These were not, they were not metal. They were like a paper or a wood. But they were really pretty together. Like I could see maybe selling them as a set. Lots of really cool religious decor. I didn't find anything that I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. I did think this was a really pretty crucifix. It did have a little ding in it, so I did not take it home, but I thought that was really pretty. There was a Mother Mary and baby back there that I really liked. I didn't take her home either. I'm not really sure if religious items would sell for me. I also really liked that little Mary down there, that little like kind of I don't know what it looks like, kind of like a not a like kind of like a brutalist Mary. This one was so pretty. I liked this wood piece. I'm going to show you in a second. Yeah, isn't that sweet? It's like just I love the silky wood. I loved the shape, but I didn't bring her home. That's a really cool little book. It was $12, like a prayer book. Another really cool little prayer book. It was only $3. But I'm not sure if I can resell those, so I kind of passed on those. This is like a pedestrian area. The whole street was like closed off for the Saturday. And it's like all very lush in the summertime. Look at the gardens. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty. There's so many people out shopping, riding their bikes, like hanging out. Very cool. This is the next spot. We went to Renaissance Fripe. So Fripe is like thrift shop, I think. There's little Patrick. You can see him in my photo. He's shopping with me. So this place was like 50 or 60 or maybe even 70% clothing. I'm not really shopping for clothing these days, but you could see people trying on clothes like right in the store. I'm looking for housewares kind of all the time right now, and my closets are bursting with clothes. So that was what I was looking for. I thought that was so cute. So here's a little shot of some of the wood aisle. It was a real mixed bag. I don't even really know how to describe it to you. Like, there were some really interesting things, but it was definitely like a digger's paradise in this particular shop. There was like some good stuff, but you really have to like kind of be willing to dig and kind of know what you're looking for. These little areas intrigued me with like bags of small items that were like a couple of dollars. I think they would be worth spending some time kind of poking around in and seeing if there was anything of value there. The glassware was really inexpensive. It was like $1 or $2 or less for each of the glass items. And this is a guy who had like a bin that he was like putting out new stuff, and people were like following him around. So it was like the competition was fierce, people. There's Patrick. He has my candle holder that he's holding for me. Ultimately, I did not get anything in those little bags, although they were good prices. This is another area that was popular with a lot of shoppers. I did find a couple of pieces over here. Just kind of like miscellaneous housewares and other items. I kind of like that little piece. There's some interesting pottery. That was $5. Same with this. $6. The glaze was really interesting on these two items. It's definitely handmade. I I thought, really those two pieces would be very cute together. $4 and $5, really cute. Oh, another Les Petits Frères. Again, these were all like within the same block of one another. This one was another. Ooh, sorry, a little shaky. Another clothing store, but a little mix of housewares as well. So those plates were very cute. Again, not buying plates, but they were really cute. They had like a free bin outside. You can see people like kind of picking through that. The clothes were really cool, really interesting, very stylish. Like again, you'd have to dig to find something, but like that's half of the fun. If you're there for the day, you might as well dig through and see if you find something you love. That was a really cool tin. I'm not selling tins. They don't sell at all for me, so I did not pick that one up, but it was only like $3 or $4, I think, for that. Lots of cool books. Again, most of them in French, so I don't read French, although maybe I should try. Some really cool records. My daughters both have record players, so coming back, and the kids are all buying records these days. So there were some cool ones. $2, right? $2 for a record. Although I can find records here for $1 or $2 as well. So that seems to be the going rate. I wanted to show you the little medallions in this case. See there to your left? They were so sweet. Some cute bow ties, some fun jewelry. Again, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today to Montreal and visiting all of the thrift here and seeing what we could find. So here is my haul from my Montreal trip. I wish I had more time in Montreal. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. I didn't have a full day. I also went on the weekend. So if I were going to do this again, I would go midweek. I would hit a bunch of stores outside of Montreal proper, but this haul is essentially from 3 different shops that were all kind of interconnected and in the same strip. I'm going to give you the names to everything. The names to all the shops are in the video, but I'll also include it in the description links below the video. So let's see. First off, I'll show you like one of probably my coolest piece, my favorite piece. So this little wooden it's like a condiment holder. This is a little wooden condiment holder. Isn't it adorable? Like, it is so cute. It has these little pots inside with these little wooden spoons that come out completely. This whole piece actually comes apart and like lays flat. And it is, I think it's made of walnut, maybe cherry, I'm not sure. It's got like a lot of different wood, a couple different wood tones going on here, and I just love this piece. I thought it was super cool and very like nostalgic. It's giving me like a very 1970s vibe, although I don't know exactly where it comes from. It didn't have any label on it, but I just thought this piece was super cool. This was about $7 Canadian. So our dollar is also really strong right now. The US dollar is pretty strong in Canada. So this was a great bargain for us. Another wood piece I got, it's really big. This is a huge, like Lazy Susan that I ended up picking up. It is, I think, super lovely. I love the size. I love how hefty it is. I think it would be so cool on the kitchen table. It's so heavy. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to sell this on Etsy. I'm just gonna have to weigh it and see how much it would cost me to ship this. This was another piece that I got for a great price. Also $7, but I do think it's gonna be quite pricey to ship. So we'll see if it goes in my booth or it stays, or if it stays here. I also might keep this. I think this is a really cool, fun piece for the kitchen table. And they actually, the gal at the store didn't even know that this is called a lazy Susan. That's what we call these anyway. Lazy Susan for the table. And it is a little bit wobbly, so I have to tighten it up. So we'll see how that goes as well. Hopefully that all works out and comes together. I did end up getting like a fun tarot deck. I love tarot. I don't really read tarot except for like for fun, because I'm not an expert, but I got this tattoo tarot. It just called to me. It was in the shop. It was also $7. And I just thought that the pictures were super cool. And I recently did the images actually on the cards, rather, is what I mean, not the pictures. But I recently did like an introduction to tarot class with a friend who's a tarot card reader, and I thought it was so fun, and this deck just spoke to me. So I picked it up, and I thought that was really fun. This is just for me. Personal thing that I got. I ended up picking up this little brass bell. Obviously, it works. It's very, very sweet. It's teeny tiny, and I'm hoping to actually pick up a few more of these and sell them in my shop as a collection, because I don't think just a single brass bell is necessarily going to be like flying off the shelves, but I think a couple of them would be really cool. So that one I may hang on to. It's not going to go right into the shop quite yet. This little piece I picked up, I thought was so sweet. It's metal on the bottom. It has kind of like these little nubs for feet, and then this little rim all the way around with a little glass, a glass top, and inside is this beautiful little needle point. So the colors are very fall, very like moody, moody aesthetic, and I love it. It was so cute. That's going in the Etsy shop for sale, for sure. One other little item that came from, I think, the same store. I just got lucky at that store. I got a couple little things. There was like really nothing good there, but I did get that little piece and another moody little fall piece that this little box. It's a little ceramic box with like this like funky, kind of like a marble look glaze, right? And a little cameo on top. Isn't she adorable? So it's not a huge box. It's like just a little small square box. It almost looks, it doesn't look machine made. It kind of looks, I don't know, it looks handmade, but I know that I doubt that it is. Again, so sweet. Going in the Etsy shop. It is for sure giving the moody academia vibe that's so popular this fall. I got one more piece to show you in Montreal. This little hand-painted dish made in Mexico. It's got a really great fall colors. Like it's like a terracotta matte finish, and it's hand painted. Maybe you could use a little cleaning, but the colors are really beautiful. It does have like a little hook here thing on the back that you could like run a string through and hang a little hook, so it could just hang right on your wall like so. So that could go in the Etsy shop as well. It's a really sweet piece, and the colors are so nice for the season. I picked up this bag of barware for $4, $3.75 Canadian. Because not that I really needed another set of tongs, but I wanted some barware to actually sell with a couple, like I have a couple of really beautiful glass decanters, and I thought it would be really fun to sell the decanter with some barware. So this is just like these cute little ice tongs, and then a martini strainer. It's like a copper color, and they're really heavy and really well made, and essentially like brand new. So I'm gonna wash these up. And this also is a great item. This is like really heavy duty. It's German. It's like a it cuts your fruit. So you know you can cut your limes or your lemons in here and slice them up into little pieces. So these will all go together, maybe with one of my decanters as a little bar set. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see how that goes. I don't think, you know, necessarily a decanter all on its own is super popular, but as a set, I think it might be nice to sell them together. So we'll see. To be determined. I'll let you know how that goes. And that's it. That is my haul from Montreal. I had some incredible food in Montreal as well. And every time I go to Montreal, I find something new that I love about the city. And so if that is something that you're interested in seeing more of, like if you want tips or recommendations of places to go in Montreal, I'd love to make a video of like my favorite museums and my favorite restaurants, and share that with you. So do let me know in the comments below. Again, my name is Beth Kruger of Wanderful Vintage, and thanks so much for checking out my video. Thank you so much for following along and liking and subscribing if you are so inclined, and have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.